I almost ended up being a little bit late. As my countdown timer was going off, my cat started meowing about something, and I have no idea what she was meowing about. But until then, it doesn't really matter. We'll just get rid of this thing. Welcome, 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 and hey, girl, come on over here. What was you meowing about? Huh? What? What? What is it? I don't know if y'all can hear that. But she was talking to me over here. Sometimes she just gets talkative. So, let's get this thing going. Today, we're going to try to finish the Unpackers. See what else we can do. We should be able to get that done. I got most of it done already. We'll have to start off going to the doggos first. And, of course, the sun is down, so it doesn't matter right now. But I noticed something just a little while ago when the sun was up. And we've all known that you don't cast a shadow in the game. I mean, be flying around doing whatever's in your hand is casting the shadow, but you're not casting the shadow. Strangely enough, when I looked down today, I had a nice shadow. Now, as soon as I jumped up into the air, the shadow went away. I mean, after a little bit, it doesn't carry with you, but it seems that if you're close to the ground or on the ground, you can cast a shadow, which it's a shadow that only gets cast. Oh, there we go. There's the shadow right there. There is an actual shadow on the ground, but if you get up in the air, it disappears. And it's not a blob of Blade Runners. It's an actual shadow with your legs. Of course, it's not connected to the basher right now, but hey, they're working on it. All right. We need to let some stuff out of the inventory, go get the doggos, and then head back to my unpacking area. So how is everyone doing today? Hope you're all doing fine. Plastic will be good enough. That should be. I'll put the rubber in there too, just to be safe. Oh, and yesterday's slugs. We must remove yesterday's slugs. 4 yellow, 1 purple from yesterday. I was about to go throw them in the sorter, but it's kind of useless to throw them in the sorter when they're going to go right there anyway. We'll go check out the little doggies. Ah, coffee. Don't care for the limestone or the caterium. Yellow slug, that's a good doggy. Welcome back. So we started off with a yellow slug in the first pit. Yes, yellow slug, better than yellow snow or a yellow can. I think I'm missing one. Yeah, I thought I was missing one somewhere. Come on over here. So how's life treating you there, Death? Purple slug. It's even better than the yellow slug. Oh. One purple, one yellow. Not a bad start. Still alive. Well, alive is good. Kind of chilly. It's actually pretty nice here today. Of course, it's 46 degrees outside, but it's a nice 71, 72 degrees here in my house. Let's not forget. I'm a firm believer in comfort of my air conditioning. I will have to go outside and either get the mail and roll up the trash cans, or roll up the trash cans, one of the two. 67 and probably. That's a little chilly. Personally, I'd turn the heat up a little bit, but that's me. Well, I rolled down my trash yesterday, and I'm pulling it up today. They come around 8 o'clock this morning, but I'll wait until the mail runs, so I only have to make one trip. What's up, Billy? How you doing? I would touch the heat, but I don't want to lose. I take it you're not in control of the temperature in wherever you're living. Okay. I am not going to watch the containers until I get past uh, the first set of switches out here when I'm going up the hill. We just make sure they're all right now. They are. We will not look at them again until we get past this set of switches. Oh, we'll look after each set of switches. There we go. I'll wait until I get past this whole big thing here. Now we'll look again. We're still good. This one shouldn't affect anything. We'll wait until we get past the middle switches and we'll look again. It doesn't seem to compact if I'm watching. So I figure watch after the switches and see. I'm tired for some reason today. Yeah. I'm hoping to lose myself in a little bit of gaming, you know. Okay, how are we now? We're compacted. We compacted in that area. You remember how many train cars I had on my train when I left? I had one train car and two of stuff with stuff in it, and two empties. Will it be able to back up here, or will it just try to go straight? It tried to go straight. I'll fix that. Hey, Summer. It might be this that's doing it. All right. See, I've got that guy, that guy. That's actually two empty freight cars. Watch this. There's one, and there's two. What's in the haystacks? Oh, now let's back up, see how far back. I don't know how far back we'll be able to go. We may actually turn. I've done one thing, so we'll have to see if the compact ever happens again. I figured out why myself and possibly others thought that one node of bauxite would supply 3 to 8 nuclear gens. Yeah, I was going to say, I was trying to think bauxite for nuclear. I'm trying to remember where I was using bauxite in my nuclear setup. Yeah, because I'm using one and supplying 155. So you figured out why you and possibly others thought that one node of uranium would supply 3 to 8 nuclear power generators. Okay. How did you come about the thought that it would only supply 3 to 8? Expand on your knowledge of what you thought. It's MC the wiki says that. It says that one Mark 1 miner would supply 3. At Mark 3 250 it says it would supply 30 using the default recipe. Sorry, what's typing is that? I have a Mark 3 miner at 250. And I'm using alternate recipes, yes. Matter of fact, it's just, well, hey, since I came off with the autopilot, it's going to take me down here anyway, so. I'll show you. Because the only part, use the same excuse I say. whenever my typing goes all flustered and flubbery and everything, I just say I just washed my hands and can't do a thing with my fingers. The big thing is the amount of uranium pellets, right? Because once, because that's where, I mean, this guy is taking the uranium pellets at 20 per minute and making 17.5 uranium cells. That's the big thing. Small traction you move is the reason why you probably. It could possibly be that. Sometimes they flip around. Well, they'll always flip around when they go through a switch and everything. That was part of something that they did to fix a problem. But we'll see if that's the one. Sometimes it can be another track somewhere where you just have to pull the switch out and put it back in. I've fixed one place that might be it. We'll have to go through again and find out. But if we look, I don't know if I've got it on the sheet. No, I've deleted it off that sheet, so I can't look at the recipe I'm using for uranium. But using the alternate recipe, well, actually, is it uranium pellet? There's only one recipe for uranium pellets, and that's 5 uranium makes 5 pellets. So I've got a normal node because they're all normal with a Mark III miner. So that means I'm pulling out, what is it, 600? Yeah, 600. So 600 uranium per minute will make 600 uranium pellets per minute. .600 uranium pellets per minute, since this uses 20. So you go 600 divided by 20 600 divided by 20 equals 30. Okay, 30 times 17.5 means 525 uranium fuel cells per minute from one uranium node. And then this guy is taking 10 of those per minute. So divide that by 10 and we get 52.5, which is 0.6, which you can see how it expands out. But that's how I got that many. Hey, Reddy, how you doing? I guess I can go. Yep, for some reason, I don't know why. Oh, your raid went into a host or something like that. It didn't take me with you. Oh well. I will just close that browser. Not a problem, Summer, not a problem. Since we were already right here anyway, I figured it was just easy to drop in and show it, you know? Yeah. I knew you were raiding Meza anyway. I was lurking in your channel and muted you 1 minute before starting my stream. So, yeah, I think it was just me and Respawn Repeat in there, right? Like I said, I don't know why the raid didn't take me with you. I didn't opt out or anything. The mute was not muted on the stream or anything. It was muted on the tab, so that has no effect. Believe me, I've done that a lot of times too. I just do notice that sometimes a raid doesn't take everybody, because I can be sitting there and say I've got, uh, you know, 20 people watching. You know, I got a viewer of 20, and I go do a raid, and like it does a raid of 15. I know some people can opt out, but I don't think they actually are, because most people don't opt out. They just go into the raid and then leave because they want the extra points that you get, because when you raid with somebody, you get more channel points in their channel anyway. So I think that Twitch sometimes just doesn't take everybody. It's kind of wonky on the viewer thing anyway, because like I said, the viewer count actually lags behind what's actually there. I mean, you can get a raid of 150 people, and it may take 5 minutes for them to show up, and by the time it does show up, you're back down to 75 because the other people are raided and left. Kind of weird. But that's okay. It's all just magical Twitch shit. I can see my buildings from here. The tick appeared. Blast right on through here. I'd like to have a hotkey for autopilot off, you know? Should have brought more containers with me when I left. Didn't think about it. Oh well. All right. Where were we yesterday when we stopped? Looks like I skipped a row. I forgot to do something here. This will never work. Hey, doesn't matter. How you doing? And good afternoon to you. It's afternoon here, but Instant Builder. Yeah, I'm doing a little vertical unpacking. There's a reason for that. I'm packing up 2100 oil per minute and bringing it over here and unpacking it. It's that requires 5 unpackers for each. I'm doing it by train, so it requires 5 unpackers for each train station. There being 7 train stations. If I was to do it laying it out, you'd have 5 unpackers, and then you have to squeeze in five, 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 and then the amount of space here would just be exponential going out because you have to go 5 and 5. You're trying to figure out where to put them. So I thought, well, let's just go vertically and then take the empty containers right back in. So you come out, unpack, back in, and you have your oil right there. Plus, if for some reason I end up sending the oil higher than where I am right now, I won't need any pumps because the head lift will be calculated from there. So I'll be able to have all the pressure I need without the use of a single pump unless I try to go higher than there, which that I don't see that needing it. Titleist has just subscribed for 19 months in a row. My goodness. It's that time again. Wow. It's hard to imagine. I've been an affiliate for 19 months now. Thank you very much for that. All with this little game of Satisfactory that's turning out to have quite a good following. Who'd have ever thought this little game would blow up as much as it has? I mean, it's not one of the huge games still, but it's got a good following, so and it's still in early access too, so that's always. So you're an exterior. Uh I tend to paint my buildings on my outer buildings and stuff to go along with whatever they are, and this is oil, so I'm painting it black because that's the color of my oil building. And I learned a long time ago, paint as you go. When you're going to do the paint thing, paint as you go. Otherwise, you spend entirely too much time catching up on your painting. All right, so now we can go back down to here. Other side. Oops. Oh, I just missed one. Sorry, hit the wrong button, so you got to cough in. Fun part's going to be the outside. I also need to check something. Yeah, I thought I screwed that up. Wait a minute. How did I screw that up? You've got power because you're the first one. But you don't have power? You've got power. Okay. Okay, you've got power. But it's the light's on. Okay. Okay, now we got to figure out why. Because I did. How did this happen? How did this happen? Okay, who came into my stream and deleted a power line? Okay, it's working now. I don't know how. I don't know how that got messed up. Obviously, somebody came in and deleted the wire. Could not have been me. Nope. I would not do something like that. Wait, we have another one? Did I actually miss another one? You got power. Ah, you did? Okay, well, thanks for admitting. Ah, that's the problem. At least somebody admitted it. Thank you very much there, Clown Chat. Much appreciated. It's just I missed that whole row. Okay, since I did miss the entire row, now that means we need to double check everything. So let's start down here and see if we got yellow lights. Yellow, 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 yellow. Okay. We'll check each floor. Let's get the coffee cup back. Yellow, 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 yellow. Yellow, 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 yellow. Green. Yellow, yellow. Yellow, 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 yellow. Red. Green. Okay. Everything's good now. Yellow and green, we're fine. All right. So now we're down to here again. And we got that all connected up. So the next side will be on the other side. So that means we will be taking out those. Okay. Next group. Not any more coffee though. We'll go down here and get prepared for the next run. Which will be this guy coming toward me. Right there. Go and put that right there and go get a cup of coffee. Who would like to get a cup of coffee? Me. Anybody else want a coffee? I would offer you some of my coffee, but the last time I tried to upload it, I shorted out a USB drive. It wasn't pretty. So I don't try to upload coffee anymore. I mean, maybe if they make the hole at the USB drive a little bit bigger so you can pour it in without, having any troubles, it might be better, but you know, until then, you'll just have to get your own. But this is a good time to go do it because that's what I'm doing. Nice little Keurig. It does take a little bit longer than just pouring a cup of coffee and coming back, but it is fresh coffee whenever you get it. But, you know, it's not for everyone. All right, back to work. Back to the coal mines. Wait, not coal mines, oil fields. But we're not in the oil fields. We're in the post processing of the oil fields. So, all right. Actually, I think I'm going to wait for those. We're going to let's go ahead and do the pipe hole first. And now we go. Missed. Oh, no more. Okay, there's that. Now we'll do this. Hello there, good friend. Oil packers today. Yes, we are unpacking the oil today. I'm gonna get the unpacking building done, and then we're gonna start gathering up some other resources because you know, thing is, when you do things on a bigger scale, it takes a little while to do all the stuff. Unfortunately. All right, I want to go underneath that. Thank you very much. And now we will come down. And I realized I forgot to paint one thing. So how are you doing there today, Englishman? And we have the pause. I guess I should keep moving around myself, otherwise people will come in and think the stream is frozen. That was the last one. Okay, so this flow is done. Now I have to do I just finished up a stream. Was playing something different today, a little Euro Truck Simulator. All right. I had a buddy of mine gifted me the American Truck Simulator, but I never got into it. I did try it. It's just not for me. Could possibly be the fact that I used to carry cargo for a living. Of course, my cargo was combat ready Marines and all their equipment, but it was still cargo. Sometimes we were doing, relief stuff, and that was fine. But I get to do it for my job already in the UK, so I enjoy the satisfactory game. So yeah, but I kind of like games where I can kind of work on kind of like automatic pilot because that's a lot of times when I'm doing some of these things, I'm just placing stuff and doing things around everything, and you are kind of on automatic pilot. Well, I've only been going for about an hour. It ebbs and flows depending on the day and whether or not I get rated and stuff. So, and who else is streaming too? Yeah, dinner time somewhere in the world. Yeah. I think there was a release of a new game, Dyson Sphere Project. A lot of people may be into that. brain zone for 20 minutes. Hey, Lava. Oh, by the way, Lava. Well, that's not a good one right now because the sun's not very good. The sun's too low. But if the sun is high enough, you can see more of a body shape. It's kind of elongated enough so it's disappearing. So, but you can see some of it. Yeah. But I'm not wearing Blade Runner, so that's not the Blade Runners. But like I said, the sun is down too much, so you can't see it. If the sun is up good, you can actually see an entire body silhouette. The reason why we're discussing that is earlier on in the game, there was no shadow for you, period. Anything in your hand made a shadow. When you put the Blade Runners on, they made a shadow, but you never made a shadow. They've snuck a shadow in sometime. And this is not part of the new engine either, because I'm still on early access. I'm going to need more. All right. That'll be plenty. Now we can go back to work. Well, now that I got a little boost, we'll just taking advantage of it. All right, pipes. Get back to this thing. Ah, come on. I missed something somewhere. Hit something else. Yeah. Okay. Hit the far one. That's all right though. Everyone's hyped over the game. Auction not included. I, I've got auction not included, but I mean, Dyson Sphere project was just released, so I think it's early access release too. I'm not sure, but big hype about that. Looks like an interesting game. If I wasn't already doing Vulcanoids for my Friday game, I might be thinking about something like that. It is an explore building type thing, yeah. All right, so now, but I'm already into Vulcanoids for my Friday game. Ooh, wait, we're missing something. We're missing something. I did get that one. Yep. click, click. Boom. I should have containers moving all along. Okay. All right, you're getting containers. Okay, everybody's getting containers. We'll have a full train leaving. Look at that. Oh, maybe not a full train because this one doesn't have any because it's already been full for a while. But the rest of them, okay. Iceman, good day, sir. Just a quick pop in before heading off to that W thing. Well, thanks for stopping by. Enjoy your day at, that thing. All right, so now I have to do this part, which is going to be the fun part. Let's try just starting. Let's try it with the ladder here. Oh no, I'm out of rods. I had 2 days off. 2 on, 1 off. It's an interesting schedule. Let's see if I've got any more. I don't know if I got any rods over here. I don't know if I got any rods over there. I can always make some though, so if I need them, I can make a few. No, 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 no. We didn't want that. Actually, wait a minute. I do need one. I want to do this. All right. Now let's check. Do you have any rods? You don't have any rods. Let's go check over here. All different shifts. Ooh. That can make for a nasty bit of confusion. It's like, when do I go into work today? No rods. All right. We can at least make that. Yes, okay. I can understand that. So let's just do this. Just crank out a few rods here. Well, thank you very much for the alert. Much appreciated. Stay safe. You too. Seriously, have some fun where I mean, hey, you got to have fun at work anyway, right? Well, that should be enough. But we'll leave it making them so I'll have a stack of them when I can come back if I need any more. All right. Did we make enough? Barely. But I'm in the right position to do this. Oh, crap. I don't have the iron rods for that. Some bitch. So we need more rods. But we have more. Okay. Now we're good to go. Hey, that wasn't right. But it might. This might be too close. Actually, it is going to be too close. I can see that already. So we'll do it there. Try this again. Hi, it's been a while. I don't know if you remember me. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. How have you been? Okay, yeah, yeah. That's the fail on the fail there. wrong spot. Did it again, didn't I? Yep. Uh, I can hear no sound on the stream except your voice and mouse clicks. Uh, Let me know. Can you? Okay. How about that? Now can you hear it? Somehow it looks like it got muted, but it should be there now. Let's, before we do the marbles, let's just double check. Are you hearing things now? Okay. Let me jump down in case something happens so I don't fall and start up the marbles since marbles was redeemed. Yeah, somehow it looks like uh, the game sounds got muted. They're not muted on. They weren't muted in my headset. I was hearing everything fine, but they weren't going out on stream. But we have fixed it because we are fix it. All right, marble should be up and running now. Yes, it is. Bring over the scene. Community maps, random. Exclamation mark play to get in on this marbles race. Exclamation mark play. Let me jump down here and let them know we're doing marbles. We got marbles again.
Hello, okay.
Again?
Well, again for today, starting the first marble of the day.
Oh, okay.
All right. I had to let them know, but yes, exclamation mark play to get in on this lovely game of marbles. We have psychedelic dream here, but it's a daytime psychedelic dream, so we can actually see it. Oh, and we need names. There's the name. Ooh, Bones up to 99, or down to 99, I should say. He's a two-digit midget. Bones is now a two-digit midget. Is anybody going to catch the short tube, or is that actually a short tube? Actually, Billy is, but is it going to matter, or is it actually just a long short tube? No, Billy is actually going to get a lead. Billy has the lead going through there. So Billy's got a good lead, but Ready to Play is trying to cut it in. And myself, too, of course. But it all depends. We got two different courses, but the bingo machine is throwing Billy around. That might prove to slow them down. But, oh, they are out. Lava's getting thrown around. I'm coming around the other side. So I've actually taken the lead now. Reddy is following me. So now I have the lead, and a nice lead I have too, with Reddy coming up in a second place right now. Doesn't matter in third. Billy is been held back, so. Oh, I got blocked. I got blocked. I got blocked again, so Reddy now takes the lead. Reddy gets blocked. I'm getting blocked again. Everybody is getting blocked back and forth, back and forth. Billy is back in the lead, and I got blocked again. So Billy is taking the lead back again, and looks like is going to come in for the win. Yes, Billy comes in for the win. Myself and Lava are moving for second and third. I take second, Lava takes third. And Sasa and Reddy are still getting blocked. Rejected, rejected. Oh, they got past. They got past. And there you go. Billy for the win. Thank you for those redemption points. Let's see if we can get the rest of this thing done. My mouse's cable's getting messed up. Need one of these. It'd be nice if I could stick that thing all the way through the wall and have the other end be over there and just go straight to it, but that just doesn't work. All right, now get rid of this. And there we go. We have another output. I think I need to move. How did that thing get way over there? We do need to bring this out a little bit. Because we're going to need buffers. come back over here and make sure so we get them all in the right spot. Okay, so it is on that line. Actually, no, it's not. It is on that line. And we have the autosave coming up, so I may as well wait for the autosave. So we are one off the edge of the foundation. Actually, looks like I can go ahead and do this. I was expecting it to get in the way, but it's not. Hey, I had something weird in my game today while streaming. I went to a pair of pure oral nodes, which are guarded by several mobs, which I killed several streams ago. But when I got there today, the guards were all back in that zone. Never happened before. If it was one creature, I say I missed it. Uh, Sometimes when they do a patch, some of the creatures respawn, and if you have killed an area out a while ago and you haven't been back in a long time, they can come back. Also, creatures respawn. Generally not the guardians. The guardians don't always respawn. They can, like I said, they can sometimes respawn in a patch. And the patch could have happened, you could have killed them and they could have put a hot fix in maybe during the Fixmas stuff, and that caused them to respawn and you haven't been back since. That kind of happens sometimes. And other times creatures respawn when there's not enough noise in the area if they have a normal respawn. At one time it used to be if you built anything in the area. Did you go there before or after Fixmas? There were a lot of little there were a lot of little Fixmas patches also during Fixmas too, so and that can cause things to respawn. There's nothing built in this area. Generally things guarding don't, but here's the thing. If they are not actually set to guard that one node, if they're actually a roaming mob in an area, then those will respawn if there's nothing making noise in the area. Like that, it used to be all you had to do was clear out a mob, throw down a foundation, and nothing ever respawned. That doesn't work anymore. Now you have to throw down something that actually makes noise. And if the noise stops, say like you put a miner on a node and there's a roaming mob that comes by every once in a while, it's in that zone, its spawn location is in that zone area, and the miner fills up and shuts down, the mobs will respawn. They kind of the noise of manufacturing drives them away, kind of thing. Think of it that way. But yeah, generally a guardian of a node doesn't respawn, but a roaming mob in a zone will, unless there's noise to keep it from happening. Okay, by the way, there is a respawn mechanism. Yeah, they made them so they respawn now, but like I said, you've got two types of mobs: the ones that guard a node or a item, and then the ones that have spawn locations uh, in like caves or anything else. They're not tied to the node. They're tied to the area. The ones tied to an area have a respawn, and those will be prevented from respawning if there is noise in the area of their respawn. What you need can vary in different areas. Belt to a power factory. It's just you got to have something that's making noise, and if the noise stops because it fills up, that will allow them to respawn again. Now that you mention it, there was only one alpha poison spitter among the respawn critters. There you go. So the Guardian didn't respawn, but the area guys did. By the way, now there are oil extractor. As long as the oil extractors don't stop working because the buffer is filled for a length of time. I mean, if they're filling up and it's stopping and then restarting and stopping and restarting and stopping, they'll keep working. But if, say, the buffer fills up and you're not using the oil and it's basically shut down, even if it's powered bones, they will come back if there's not noise. It's got to be actively working. Not if the power doesn't matter. They've got to actively be creating noise. That's the reason why I say it's more like a noise thing. If there's noise, they run away. If there's no noise, they don't. They come back. That's why I liken it to noise. It's not really in the mechanic. It just seems that way to me. Because I've had them come back. But the thing is, it's kind of random when they do or whatever, and length of times and stuff. So you have to really play around with it to get it. I need more coffee. See, I'm a satisfactory nerd. Let me go refill my coffee up. I had a thing in the Facebook satisfactory thing where somebody was complaining about the industrial containers, and having things not output right and everything, and somebody else posted on there that the top part of an industrial container will never give you a full output, only the bottom will. And I had to correct them on that. It's like, no. The output of an industrial container the secondary output will never match, well, is going to, it's got a primary and a secondary, but the primary is whichever one you connect to first, be it top or bottom, doesn't matter, but whichever one you connect to first on an industrial container will be the primary output. And the only way to get full 780 out of both top and bottom at the same time is to have 780 going in to both top and bottom on the input. Otherwise, it's going to be prioritized first. And they were like, "Are you sure about this?" And I was like, I spent about 2 hours on a stream one day doing all that testing. So yeah, I'm pretty sure about that. Yeah, I devoted a couple of hours on a stream to testing out the industrial containers. And like that, if you put 780 on both input and output, and the container is full, it will give 780 out of both of them. Smart industrial containers implying some circuitry figure output. That would be nice. What I would love to see in the game is programmable splitters and stuff, so you could program things so you could tie them in to a storage facility, basically. And when I go up and select a recipe, it will program the splitters because they're programmable to allow what you need in to come to what you need. And that's my idea of a programmable splitter. Look at this. All working nice and neat. What I'm going to end up having to do is once I get all these things done and all these things fill up, then I'm going to come up and empty these things and let it run through and fill up, and then empty them again and let it run through, and then see if I've got enough empty containers to keep everything running. Actually, let's try something a little different this time. This will work. Of course, we have to stop for a coffee sip, though. Oh, good stuff. Yeah, I think this way works pretty good. All right. Next. I do like these ladders. They make things so handy. Actually, I missed one. And one more. Is the wall high enough? Yes, it is. Pain getting them having to do it this way, but it does work, which is the whole point. Of assembly line production. Two more to go. Of course, then we got to build the walls. Hope the end game music doesn't get out, get muted. Actually, we can just get that one. Getting closer and closer. Been watching a TV show on HBO Max, Warrior, which actually the show itself comes from the writings of Bruce Lee. Kind of watching all those things to get my money's worth out of HBO Max, since I wasted a month's subscription on the Wonder Woman. The respawn mechanic was already there before 3.5. Yes, the respawn mechanic has been back before 3.5. I think. Update 3, I believe the respawn mechanic came back either update 3 or just before update 3. Might have been just before update 3. Or it might have been update 3 itself. But they wanted to fix, I think it was with update 3, and they had to tweak it a few times, so things kept respawning a lot after that. Because they never meant for the fact that you could kill something and throw a foundation down and nothing ever respawned. They never meant for that to happen. That was actually a bug. Right. Yeah, because there was a lot of fixes. Because when update 3 first came back out, I'm getting my memories back on this. When update 3 came out, there were a lot of times where things were respawning really quick or anything like that, and they had a lot of issues. And then every time they would make a fix, it would basically cause everything to respawn again. Yeah, we were having things in space bases and everything. That's probably it. Because I can remember in update 2, there were a couple of places where things would respawn. I used to have one area where I used to harvest organs for inhalers. And now we've got the regrowth of berries and nuts. But I've actually got some berries and nuts that will not regrow because I picked them before they implemented that change. And if you run over them, they're done. Though starting at 3.5, you can no longer box in bees. Yeah, they don't respawn anymore in the box, right? I've got some that are in boxes. I don't know if they've respawned. I have to go check and see if they're still respawning. Yeah, I've been trying to get my money's worth out of HBO Max before I cancel my subscription, so it's not a total waste on Wonder Woman 84. Tell you what, if I can remember after this, after I get this building done, I'll go check some bees because I've got some places where I put bees in boxes. Yeah, because I do remember they used to have a lot of issues with when they started doing the respawn thing. For a while, it was they would respawn all the time. Then they would only respawn if you built some type of machinery. You know, then they made it so the machinery had to be actually running. And I've had things respawn when the machinery shut down. That's why I came up with the noise pollution type thing that scares them away as a example. All right, we should get 22 again. 22 it is. Okay. Now all I gotta do is wait for this to get full, which should take just over a minute. Actually, I'm going to cheat. Well, I'm going to cheat. See right? No, I want to put this right in the center. Ah, I missed it. Let's just do this. I wish you didn't have to stand up off the ground to get these to work. But I think I can just do this. So we'll connect here, here, and here. a real method to my madness here. After the autosave, of course. Because all these things are full except for the next to the last one, which should be getting close to full. This one should be full now. Yeah. This one, are you full yet? Okay, you're full. All right. Now, the reason why I decided to do it that way is everything is now full, except for the pipes, but hey, they should be full now too. I could have gone to each individual one and emptied it, or I could just go the entire network and get all of them with one switch. See? Actually, I should have left that connected. That way I could do it again and again. Damn it. Okay, we'll put it back. That way I can do it a couple of times. Let's try something a little different this time. Less pipe. I can take this to here. What's going on here? Why will you not give me that line? Try it again this one. That's not a right line, is it? No. Interesting. All right. We'll let them all fill up again. Oh, I think we may already be full again. It should fill up in just over a minute. I know these will all be full again. So this way we find out if I've got enough empty containers to run everything or whether I need more empty containers. Actually, still need to set up the big buffers for what I got coming up after this, but we're still good. We're going to hit two more, so 2 more minutes of this, or 3 more minutes of this total. And then we're going to go and check the input and see how that's working. Well, the output. We still may end up having to come up with some more containers for. This thing should fill up. Could be having some issues with over backflow. But everybody should be working the same. 213. Yeah, everybody's working the same. Here comes the train. That means these containers are going to start filling up. Yep, they're filling up now, which is the way things are supposed to work. Do I have both connected up here or just one? Should be both. It is. Good. All right. Did you fill up? You did. That's good. All right, I'm gonna fill this thing up one more time with my stopwatch. It should be filling at 300 per minute. But we do have a little bit of backflow going through too, but it should even out since everything's same level, same thing. All of it should. Here's the should parts, but we're gonna we're, we're gonna test a little timer on it. Wait for the fill rate to change. I think there we go. Fill rate's up now, so let's hit the button and let's see how close to the 300 per minute we actually are. Of course, there is a slight difference in the when the drain starts and everything, but we are at 40 seconds and we're only at 100. All right, there's 1 minute and we're at 180, 190 at 1 minute. So there's only one way to really make sure about this. Here's a question. No, can't do that. Let's give one more dump. I'm going to delete this pipe afterwards and give that a check too. Okay. All right, we're gaining again. Here's the thing. This should go up to 300 and stay there. But it's not. I don't know where the drain's coming from. See, this doesn't make any, this fill rate and drop rate doesn't make any sense to me. That's where it should be, right there, the entire time. It should stay there. It took a little while for it to get there, but now that it's there, now we're kind of hanging around. I don't know why we're having a fill and drop. check each machine. %. 100%. 100%. 100%. And 100%. The math says it should be right. It's having little issues, but we'll see if it settles out when the whole thing is up and running. All right, let's go check the supply, see how that's working. And then we can get finishing the building. Where is it? We'll go check that out, and if everything is working, if we've got enough containers there, we'll be fine. If not, if we think we need more containers, we'll run back to the base and get some, because I've got a whole crap load waiting just in case. I might end up just having to get the refineries running, making the oil, making the plastic and the rubber, and have them going at full speed, and sinking the items just to make sure I'm getting enough. That will work too. And it's almost kitty o'clock. Actually, it kind of is kitty o'clock. Her food drop is just a little bit off right now, by about a minute, minute and a half or so. So it hasn't fallen yet. But it will be falling in just a moment. So whenever we get down here, I'll go, while we're looking at the empty container situation, I'll go take care of my kitty cat. And yes, I'm one of the people that keeps a stopwatch on hand for timing things. I have the satisfactory stopwatch, the satisfactory calculator, and the satisfactory spreadsheet. Alright, how are we doing on empty containers? We're running just under 2,000 on each one of them right now, even though that says, in these. But we'll we'll see what happens whenever I come back from taking care of the kitty. Let me go take. I should get a glass of coffee. A glass of coffee. Who gets a glass of coffee? A cup of coffee while I'm doing it. It seems that my kitty has not shown up for her food. So that means we shall have to go and see if she's. Ah, the mail has come. I just didn't see it. There's my little girl. Yes. What? You ready to eat? Okay, let's go get some food. Yeah. We'll go take care of the food thing. Okay, as we're walking back by the computer heading toward the kitchen, I can see that the empty containers are no longer flowing, but that was to be expected. But the big thing is the oil still being packed, or did it run out of empty containers and had to stop? Yes, that's what we're talking about, girl. We're talking about oil. So, getting coffee and taking care of the kitty cat. And then we'll be back and seeing if my oil packers have stopped due to lack of empty containers, or are they still functioning as designed? Inquiring minds want to know these things. We should be able, once I get the right ratio of empty containers in the system, we should be able to keep functioning on a 1-for-1 ratio coming in and out with the train, but I won't know whether or not I need to add more trains to the whole mix. And we have a phone call. Who is calling me? Ah, it's the parents. Be right back. All right. Crap. I just got word that my aunt has passed from COVID. think I'm gonna have to call it for the day. Shit. Figured it was gonna happen, but still. Folks, this COVID ain't nothing to joke about. Keep yourself safe. Oh, on a game note, everything seems to be still working, even though they're going yellow. They're going yellow because they're full up. But uh, well, let's. Oh, hey, oh man. So I need to call my cousin. He wants me to be a pallbearer. So I need to take care of that. Yeah. I mean, there's not much you can say. What am I working on already? I'm actually gonna go ahead and stop it. I just got word my aunt died from COVID, so we're going to go ahead and just raid, and I will pick this up Monday. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing volcanoids, so we'll just stop this here. So let's raid Tony. He raided me yesterday. Let's pass it back. So yeah, thanks guys. I will catch y'all next time.